What's up, it's Mandy, and today I'm going to be doing my first time tag. So I know it's a really misleading title, but it's not like that. So get your head out of the gutter. But anyways, I will be answering questions about my first time experiences. So the first question is, first tweet. My first tweet, it was really lame. I said, join the land of the birds. Hashtag tweet, tweet, tweet.
Hashtag tweet, tweet, tweet.
Which, by the way, my sister's name is Robin, and I thought it'd be really clever if her Twitter name would be Rockin' Robin and her bio would be tweet, 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 if you get that Michael Jackson reference. But she wasn't feeling it, so, you know, if your name is Robin, go ahead and steal my idea, because my own sister won't. So, first YouTube video. My first YouTube video that I uploaded was the What Makes You Happy tag.
Hey guys, I'm gonna do the What Makes You Happy tag, and basically what it is there's like a list of things and like categories, and you're supposed to say what out of the categories makes you happy. So the first thing is colors. The color that makes me happy is pink. I just really love pink. It's my favorite color, and I'm really girly, so I just love it.
Like, I don't like this video. First person that you subscribed to on YouTube, and that was L, or All That Glitters 21. It was around Christmas time, and I don't know, like I used to when I was younger always know what I wanted for Christmas, but as I got older I would like know what I wanted until it was Christmas time, and then my parents would ask me like, what do you want for Christmas? And then I had no idea, so I looked online, Christmas gifts for girls, for myself. Wow. But anyway, what popped up is on Google was a YouTube video of All That Glitters 21, and I heard of YouTube before, but I thought it was just random videos. I didn't think people like consistently made videos and had a channel and you could subscribe and all that. I didn't know that. I thought it was just like America's funniest videos. And so I found her videos and I like instantly got hooked and like I fell in love. I thought she was the only one who did these, and I was like, how did she get a job doing these? Like, girl, how can I do that? But I like had marathons watching her videos, and I subscribed to her, and then she talked about her sister Blair, Juicy Star 07, and I subscribed to her. And I really wish I had started YouTube back when I discovered her videos, but now here I am starting it. So, first, Facebook profile pic. Okay, let me look. Okay, so this is a selfie that I posted as my first Facebook profile. I thought at the time this was a really good picture of me, but there's like shade halfway part in my face, like the lining's really bad, and I'm like throwing up those deuces. But I was on my way to a cheer banquet, and I thought it looked blah, and I thought it looked blah. That was my first picture. Do you still talk to your first love? And nope, I don't. Not at all. What was your first alcoholic drink? Well, growing up before I was 21, my parents would like let me have sips of their alcoholic drinks, or like a sip of a beer, but I never had like a full one. They let me try. So I'm not sure exactly what my first like sip of alcoholic drink, but my first full alcoholic drink when I turned 21 was at Outback Steakhouse, and it was called a Wall Be Darned, and it's like a peach Bellini, and I'll insert a few pictures of me. Again, these are embarrassing pictures, like, so it was really good and I really liked it. What was your first job? Well, my mom is a director of preschool, so my first job was a substitute. Unless you count babysitting, then babysitting was my first job. What was your first car? My first car was a 2000 Ford Focus black, and it had really good bass. Who was the first person to text you today? Let's look. My friend Ariel. Who was the first person you thought of this morning? And it was Ariel, because she texted me and I woke up to her text. Which I don't normally like wake up to people's texts. Like, you know, when you wake up and you look at your phone, it's like, Ariel texted you. And so I was like, oh, I thought of Ariel. Who was your first grade teacher? My first grade teacher was Miss Cunningham. My first grade teacher was Mrs. Cunningham. and she was also my 3rd grade teacher because she like moved up. Where did you go on your first plane ride? I'm not really sure, I don't remember, but I'm thinking it was to California because my grandparents and aunts and uncles and family all lived in California, so I think it was California. But I don't remember because my first plane ride was when I was really little, so I don't remember. Who was your first best friend and do you still talk? Well, an interesting story. I had a friend, my mom and her mom were on the same bowling league, and they were both pregnant with my friend and I at the same time, and then my friend and I were both born in November the same year, so she was like my very, very, very first friend. Like we grew up together in Colorado, and then again my parents, or my mom and her mom, were pregnant at the same time 2 years later with our sisters, who were both born in September of the same year. It was funny because a lot of the times my mom would say that her mom and my mom would dress us the same, or they'd have the same furniture, just like really silly coincidences. Also, our dogs, it's sad, our dogs died around the same day. And it's really weird because I moved over to Montana and she stayed in Colorado, but then we ended up, not on purpose, just by coincidence, moving to the same state to start our first real jobs. And so that's a really weird coincidence. And so do you still talk? And yes, we still talk. I've known her since she was born, since I've been in my mom's stomach. So she was my first best friend. Where was your first sleepover? I don't remember, but I think it was at my house because my parents are kind of strict with that because they want to know the parents before they sleep over. Or maybe I was at my friend Juliana's house from church. I don't know, but I think it was at my house. I don't remember. What was the first thing you did this morning? And the first thing I did was check my phone. And also I made myself some breakfast, which is turkey bacon and egg whites. What was the first concert you went to? So hardly anyone ever comes to Montana, like bands, unless it's like country, and I'm not really into country. But the first concert I went to, it was 303, and it was kind of later in my life. I was like 18, 19, but I went to 303. It was out of Brad Paisley. I'll insert some pictures of 303, and we actually got to meet Sean and Nate. First broken bone. So that was this one, and now I'm not flipping you off. It's this thing that I hate. And I was a cheerleader, and I was a back spot, which is the girl who lifts them in the back and throws them. You know, we always practiced before games, and this particular game we had double games, so a back-to-back game, so a basketball game, 2 basketball games in a row that we had to cheer for. So we cheered in the morning, like before the practice, and then during the 2 games. So it was a long time. So the practice before, I was lifting a girl, I was doing a lib, if you know cheerleading. The girl started falling, so I caught her, even though it like bent back my finger, like, and then it really, like, it hurt, but I kept going, and then I was like, ugh. Because I'm not one, like, I have a high pain tolerance, and I'm not one to like complain about things, but then I was like, it really hurts, and it's like swelling. So I told my coach, and she told me to go to the school nurse, and the school nurse looked at it. It was like purple and throbbing, but she's just like, oh, we'll just tape it, and you can continue practice, continue cheering throughout the 2 back-to-back games and lifting girls. In that particular stunt, we were doing a stunt where you have to lift the girl from the floor, like lift her all the way up. So she was stepping on my hands multiple times, and I had to do that for 2 games and practice. But like I said, I'm not one to complain. So I just powered through the pain. It hurt really bad, but I was like, whatever, my hand is taped, I'm gonna do it. Then later, my mom saw my hand. She's like, what happened to your finger? It's all purple and like black and swollen. I'm like, oh, it's okay. The nurse just said to tape it, and she's like, I don't think it's okay, like we should go to the doctor. So we went to the doctor, and they're like, yeah, it's broken and you screwed up the joint. Probably because I kept lifting girls with it, so I had to have like a cast and an operation and 2 pins in there, and that was my first. and only broken bone. First piercing, my first piercing and my only piercings was my ears. I don't really wear a lot of earrings lately because I'm allergic to like the fake metal. First foreign country you've been to, and that is Canada. That's the only foreign country I've been to. It's so sad because Canada is basically the same as America. Like, I loved Canada. I loved Canada, but like it's like the same basically. So for a little more French, petite française. I don't know. So it's like not fair. My family got to go to other places, but I've just been to Canada. First movie that you remember seeing. So my first movie that I remember seeing was either Lion King or Aladdin, both, which I love very much. Ready? When was your first detention? That was in high school because I was late. Well, my particular friend, we would go out to lunch because we're allowed to leave campus, but she is so late to everything. Oh, you know what? I'm gonna do a story time about her. She is super late and she's such a flake, but like I would go with her and she'd always be late, but she'd never worry about it. So it's okay. So I'd be late, and then if you get to be late to class, and you have to go to detention, and so I'd be in detention. My mom was so angry at me. She's like, it's because I was late. So, who was your first roommate? My first roommate was Amy, and I miss that girl. She was a lot of fun. I'll insert some pictures. But yeah, my first roommate was Amy, and she couldn't have been a better roommate. I've had some bad roommates, which, again, I'll do a story time about my worst roommates. Check in soon. I'll link them below when I make them. If you had one wish, what would it be? That's a hard one. Maybe to be happy, or for everyone to be happy, or save all the puppies in the world, like the stray dogs. Save them all, or save all the homeless. I don't know. That's a hard one. What was the first sport you were involved in? Well, I was always involved in dance. That's like the first sport. But other than dance was softball. And I quit after like a year because I hated it. And like I ran the wrong way on the bases. Yeah, sports would never been my thing unless you call it like cheerleading or dance. What is the first thing you do when you get home? I usually change to more comfortable clothes or pajamas. Then usually get a snack. Go on Facebook, YouTube, my phone. When was your first kiss? When I was 15 and no. Well, that was my first time tag, and I hope you liked it. You can follow me on Twitter and Instagram. I'll link them below. Bye. These are embarrassing too. I'm just embarrassing. My life's embarrassing. Okay. First foreign let's get real close. Get real close. Get real close. Did I?